Yo, how's it going? My name's Sempaternus. I want to give you a short little walkthrough on how I made this sound. Okay, so this right here is the patch. There's some weird stuff going on in this patch. I'm using the global tab in ways that you don't really see very often. So I'll explain that first. I've got this saw wave LFO attached to the warp on the A oscillator. Then width all the way down to 30 and width to 0 on the second one. That doesn't really matter, but wavetable position down 1. I'm not sure if that's actually doing anything either. And then I have my oscillator quality on 4x, which just makes it sound a little bit better. So with all that, what's happening is this saw LFO is affecting the warp on oscillator A, but on the unison. So if I were to turn the unison off, it sounds way different. But with it up, you hear that FM. So that's it for the first LFO. The second LFO, nice little shark fin, a little bit of release at the end. And this one is on the sub, 0 to 100 triangle wave, the noise, which is at 0 going up 8, the level of oscillator A, 0 to 100, and then the cutoff on this Combs filter, not Combs plus, not Combs minus, just the Combs found in miscellaneous. And that cutoff is at 425 going up 5. And I also have the level, if you click on mix right here, changes to level, and I've got that 0 to 100 too. Before I forget to, we do have the detune pretty much all the way down, and the blend at 86. Oscillator B, up 4 octaves, up 7 semitones. Alright, we'll go into the effects now. I've got the distortion first, and we are modulating the filter here. So that is at 387.7 hertz, and the modulation is going up 42 bipolar. But that's another good thing to point out. The unison is also on bipolar. In here. Drive at 88%, mix down at 15%. I've got a flanger with the rate all the way down, depth at 30%, feedback 73, mix at 35. A chorus, rate 0, delays both down, depth at 0.6 milliseconds, feedback at 95, a mix at 22%. And then going into a multiband compressor, threshold 11.4. Nothing else I think is modified, but you can play with the attack and release and make it sound a little bit better. I just did this pretty quickly. Gain at 1.7, gain at 1.7. And then we're going into a reverb, which is, I think it should be on a plate. That sounds a little bit better. Plate reverb, I think mostly unmodified, to be honest. And then it's going into a hyper dimension with the dimension off, mix on the hyper at 50%, unison 4, nothing else really modified. You can play with this too, I like to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Sorry, like I said, I'm still getting used to making these sorts of videos. Not really confident like at this point, sorry. But thank you.